Good morning. It has been about a week, and now I'm going to take some time and go through something really specific with you all. I hope you enjoyed the last video about things your real estate agent does tell you or should tell you. But this real estate agent did whatever. I titled it I'm an idiot. It's hard for me to go backwards. I'm just trying to create content, hopefully that will do you some good, others some good out there. Not only it giving you a little bit more education or maybe reminding you something, but also just giving that honest, straightforward approach that I think many of us deserve. That hopefully will transcend some other things and break some boundaries. But today I'm going to do something a little bit differently. I'm going to add to a different level of it, and I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to say these are going to be things that turn buyers off when you're selling your home. These are things that maybe your agent again is telling you, or maybe they're not telling you because they're very sensitive and could hurt people's feelings, things like that. But again, to be honest, to help people out, I'm going to stretch out a few things here, explain some things that I think that you need to be aware of that maybe your agents are telling you, but you're just not listening as well. So number one thing, you got animals like dogs, cats, birds, rabbits, it doesn't matter what it is. You'll find maybe a family member, or find somebody who can watch them while you're holding open houses. Make sure that maybe you might even want to do that as a temporary stay while you're selling your house, because animal smells are one of the biggest problems when it comes down to selling homes with people with animals, because you got the urine smells, the litter smells, rabbit, hay, food, pebble smell. You got a bunch of stuff. Again, many of you will laugh at this and say this is hilarious because you know it already. But again, many people know, but I walk into the house and it smells like that. But yet, you can see stains on the carpet. You can see, the litter box in the laundry room, whatever. So please listen to this. This is a huge distraction for buyers. It turns them off. Think about your senses. When your smell sense is violated, you tend to not want to even think any further about the possibilities of this being your home or your potential new home. So sellers, take out the animal, put it in the garage, put everything in there. I think, bearing cold winters and things like that, put heaters out there and whatnot. People don't really care about garages as much as they do the actual house, because the garage is for storage, it's for the cars, to work on cars, whatever. So worry about these smells, eliminating them, and having the animals there present. This is a big turnoff for buyers. Next thing, and I'll say this is kind of unique, and maybe some of you do it, some of you don't, but those who have like an affinity for flags, whether it be boaters flags, whether it be country flags, team flags, whatever, take these things down. And I know to our military men and women, there's a lot of pride in the flags they have. Again, it resonates with certain crowds, but you're eliminating other crowds, and it becomes a distraction. And again, it can become a negative point of contention that has nothing to do with your house. Unfortunately, today, in this day and age, we have a lot of people who are not as understanding. And it's human nature that when we see things that necessarily we don't agree with, that we're not going to look further because we're too caught up thinking about the things that we disagree with. Again, no harm, and this is not a judgment against anybody. I'm just trying to help everybody out by giving these tips, so then you can eliminate this problem before it ever happens when you're trying to sell your home. Also, again, some flags could be offensive. So again, that negative point of contention can really hurt you. Next thing is sports memorabilia. Kind of falls in the same line as these flags. Football, signed, autograph stuff. It can become a negative point of contention. Example, Redskins, Cowboys, hot rivalry in the NFL. If you're a big Redskins fan, you walk into a Cowboys, fans' house with memorabilia all over, you're only thinking about how bad you don't like that, and it becomes a distraction. So this is the key point, actually, about all the items I'm giving you. It's about distraction. Ultimately, everything that we're talking about is about distraction. You never want to distract a buyer from buying your home. Now, let me be really clear about that. You never want to distract a buyer when it comes to buying your home. And these things all create distractions, whether it be by smell, by sight, by whatnot. It starts, a buyer going down a lane that you'll never get them back off of. Your agent, no matter how good they are, it's hard to do that because most of us are not, wired to do that way. So this also, again, it goes down further. If you don't want to distract them, what is really the point? So when we eliminate all these things, it's not personal. It's not, saying that you're a horrible person for having these flags or you're a horrible person for loving the Cowboys. No, what I'm saying is that these distractions could kill your home sale, make it take longer. They can do a lot of things, and it's unfortunate, but it's real, and that's why I'm passing along the advice. Next thing, artwork, like expensive artwork, nude artwork, statues, things like that, take it down. Again, it's another distraction. It doesn't need to be there. It may be cool. A lot of people may like it, but other people don't like it. And again, it becomes distracting. And you have some people out there that if they're bringing their kids on a home sale and they see a nude picture, it makes them very uncomfortable with their kids. So just please try to understand that. Again, these tips are to be helpful. Now, the next one I see a lot more often, and it is locked rooms. Now, many of you will take those ideas that I've just given you, those simple ideas of things to take away from your house because they're distracting, and then you'll create another distraction. You'll throw it all into one room, and you'll lock the door with all your valuables, and you'll tell the other agent and your agent, they just can't get into that room, but it's the same size as another room. Now, granted, sounds good in theory, ladies and gentlemen, but it is not good. It is horrible because what it does is it creates this idea of what's behind that door, which is kind of a fear. There's a natural fear that takes place with us. If we're walking into somebody else's home that we, again, seeing for the first time, and we run into a locked door, our mind starts to wander. We start to think what's behind that door. And it could, for some of us, freak us out. We could think there's a lot of things that could really be scary behind that door. And then other of us will think the worst in terms of like the messiest room or whatnot. And again, it adds this level of distraction we don't need. Also confusion and then mystery. And you don't want that in any home. You want no mystery in your home whatsoever. You want to be very transparent. You want to tell them, the facts of the home. You want to help the home buyer buy your home, not distract them, not take them away. Otherwise, it could take a long time for you, and again, you can eventually lose some money off of this. Put your drugs away, your valuables. As many of you have heard this a million times, it's not just for distraction use. It's more or less for your safety, your agent's safety, things like that. And the last thing, and this is probably the hardest thing that I'm going to tell everybody, your religious artifacts. Take them down. I know many of you are Christian, but there are other religions out there that, many of you could be Jewish, many of you could be Buddhist, and I have to respect all religions. Maybe that's not the popular thing, but you got to respect it, but also understand it on a different level. If somebody walks in your home and they're Christian as well as you are, and they see a bunch of crosses, but they're more liberal and you're more conservative, then they're starting to come up with all these judgments and names that we see every day, like Jesus freaks or religious freaks or whatever. And that's not right. And I'm not saying that it is right, but what I'm saying is it hurts your home sale. And you don't want to create that. I know that you're strong in your faith, and that's great. I applaud everybody for that. But again, when it comes down to your home sale, it's just your home sale. You need to take these things down, eliminate these distractions, and do not impose or create any questions that can go unanswered for that buyer and that agent before they leave the house. You want buyers to focus on the size of the room, where they're going to put their furniture, where they're going to put their pictures. Again, all these things that I'm telling you today will help you eliminate those distractions, create an environment for the buyer that they can use their imagination in a positive manner to view this home, your home, as their home. And that's the goal here. So all the marketing dollars and all the open houses and all the things you got to go through in order to sell your home, this will be helpful to everybody. This is something that every home sale, regardless of how good your agent is or how bad your agent is. And again, this is not to be taken as your agents aren't taking and telling you these things, and maybe some of them are and you're ignoring it. There are a lot of great agents out here that say the same things that I say every single day. I have a lot of great friends at different agencies that I love to death, and I love the way they do things. And they will tell you the same things I'm telling you right now, but it's up to you to listen. We can never force you to. So this is meant to help not only you, other home buyers, other home sellers, and get everybody on the same page and take some of the stress off, but also to give you that understanding as to why. But it also help people like me, agents like me, and the other good agents out here that really are trying to do our job and help you out in selling your home and create that less stressful environment, and then get you that top dollar and do the best thing we can for you as what you hired us to do. So please ask questions, share this. And I really thank you all for watching the videos, contacting me. I mean, this has been a wild, cool, fun ride. I know I'm not the easiest person to watch. I'm not a very comfortable person in front of this camera, but I'm getting more comfortable as you guys reach out to me and thank me and ask me questions and do that stuff. And you don't have to do it in the comment section. A lot of you contact me by my cell phone or by private message, and thank you again. I love doing this for y'all. Y'all keep me going on it, and I'm going to keep trying to put some stuff together. So I am real. For all of you that don't know me, my name is Colin McDowell. I'm a realtor at Greg Garrett Realty in Newport News, Virginia. You can call me, you private message me, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook me. You can find out about me on Trulia, Zillow, Realtor.com, all these places. Again, you could get a lot of info on me because I like to put it out there and make it easy for us to have the conversation. So hopefully this will help you and your agent have your conversation, help you and me have the conversation, your friends and family. Please let this help. Share this, comment, ask me questions. I'm happy to help in any way I possibly can. Let's make the world better. Let's help each other out and use that collective brain that we all have to help each other do better every day. So thank you again. Look forward to seeing you on the next video, talking to you. I'm going to be doing something really special next time as well. So hope you have a great rest of the week. Enjoy the weather and talk to you soon.